What up, guys? First of all, I just want you to look at that. Oh man, just made myself some breakfast. Ground beef and fried eggs. Damn, that is fire. Seriously, that is the easiest meal ever. You just throw the ground beef in the pan. I'll just buy those packs of grass-fed ground beef. They're like that big at the grocery store. Cut it in half, toss it in the pan, and then 3 eggs with it, and then just mix it all up. And oh, dude, it's freaking perfect. It's a perfect amount of food. I need to start tracking my macros. I don't really do that much. I did for a while, but since I've been back on this kick recently of waking up early, hitting the gym every day, shifting my mindset, and not slacking, not procrastinating anymore, getting rid of all of those bad things, trying to be better. I haven't started since I've been doing that, basically, is what I'm trying to say. But that's not my main focus right now, I guess. The macros and all that, like, I'm more focused on just eating healthy. I'm focused on working out, and I'm focused on working hard, pushing myself to do things that are hard. But today, I wanted to just talk briefly about procrastination and why procrastination is so harmful to your brain. When you procrastinate, a lot of the time it originates from just something that's not super pressing. And I'm speaking from my experience. It's like something that's kind of annoying, kind of nagging, hanging over your head. You don't really want to do it. It's not the end of the world necessarily. So you're like, okay, I'll do it later. Because a lot of time, if it's really important, you'll do it. At least I hope. I don't know. Whenever I would have something super important, I prioritize that. But stuff, it's like little stuff, like, you know, doing the dishes, cleaning your room, washing your car, you know, mowing the lawn, just smaller stuff like that that can be a pain in the butt to deal with, especially when you're busy. It's that stuff, pushing that stuff off. Because when you do that, that's something that everyone experiences. But when you decide that you're going to procrastinate on stuff like that, it basically trains your mind to be like it. When it's dealing with something it doesn't want to deal with, it says, oh, we'll just do it later. We don't have to do it right now. Don't worry about it right now. And the problem with that is it might not be the end of the world if you say, oh, I'm not going to mow my lawn tonight. I'm just using that as an example. Oh, it's not a big deal if I don't mow the lawn. It might not be, and it probably isn't. But if you get in a habit of that, that's when it can be dangerous. Because having a, I don't know if there's a plural form of procrastination. A procrastinating brain. Does that make sense? I don't know. You get what I'm saying. When you have a brain that's I don't know how to say the word in the way that I want to say it. Basically, when your brain thinks it's okay to procrastinate, then it does that in all areas. When you come up on something that you don't want to do, oh, I'll do it later. I need to go to the gym. Haven't been training lately. I'll do it tomorrow. I'll start tomorrow. I'll start that diet tomorrow. Oh, we're going out and my friends are all going drinking. I said I wasn't going to drink anymore, but all my friends are going, so I'll start that next week. You know, it's terrible, because then you get in a habit of that, and when you get in a habit of that, that will just kill all momentum. It'll kill all your progress, and then the biggest issue is things start to stack up. When you don't do it, you're like, okay, I'm not going to mow the lawn. Oh, okay. And then tomorrow comes and you're busy, and then, oh, now you have something else. the dishwasher needs unloaded. I'm just using household items or household like things because recently just bought a house, and so these are kind of just some of the things at the front of my mind. But now I need to do the dishes, and you put that off, and then there's more, and then like the more things that start stacking up, the more you get overwhelmed and the more you don't want to do them. And so you keep procrastinating because now it's getting harder and harder. It's like, have you ever done this with your laundry where like you get a load out and you don't fold it and put it away right away? You let it sit, and then it's like, I'll do it later because you don't really feel like it. But then later you have another load come out, and then another load, and then eventually you got like 3, 4, 5 loads sitting there in a pile on your floor, and now you're folding your laundry went from a 10-minute job to a 45-minute job or an hour. You know, it's like that. It'll stack up, and don't let that stack up because that builds negative momentum. It makes you want to go backwards. But then when the shoe's on the other foot, if you're doing the right things, you're taking care of it in the moment, that'll stack up too. The yard needs mowed. I don't want to mow it. I'm going to go mow it anyway. And then you mow it and it's not that bad. And you're like, oh, that wasn't as bad as I thought. I kind of made me feel good. I'm a little motivated. I'm going to go and do the dishes now, which you weren't even planning on doing. It's like that. You build that positive momentum that rolls forward, and that's what you need to do because that is so beneficial in every aspect of your life. If you can just put your temporary feelings aside of wanting to fulfill your pleasure in the moment, if you can put that aside and just train yourself to think bigger picture all the time, that's the key to success right there. That's how you are going to make more progress, whether that be in the gym, whether that be in your business, whether that be at work, whether that be in a personal relationship. It doesn't matter. You just have to push through that temporary desire. And it's the same thing with waking up. Oh, I just want to go back to bed so bad. It's freezing cold outside and my bed is so warm and nice and cozy and I didn't get enough sleep. And that's just your brain telling you it wants to stay where it's comfortable. But if you're like, no, just shut that off. Flip the switch off, say no. I don't listen to my temporary feelings, my temporary pleasures in the moment. I don't do that. I think bigger picture. Okay, I committed to waking up early and I'm going to go to the gym every day. Get out of bed and go to the gym. Don't even let that linger. Don't let that idea of going back to bed linger in your mind. Don't procrastinate it. Don't say, oh, I'll snooze my alarm 15 minutes. I need 15 more minutes, then I'll go. You're not going to go. If you're already thinking that way, even if you do get up in 15 minutes, it's not going to last because tomorrow you're going to do the same thing, and then eventually you're just going to give up. And I'm saying this because I'm speaking from experience. I've done that in the past. I've been there, and it sucks. And it's something that you got to continually work at your mind. In your mind, you have to continually worry about being better. Because if you're not continually growing and working on it, you're going to get worse. You're going to digress. It's kind of like the same thing with lifting weights. Like if you're working out every day, you're tearing your muscles and you're building them and they're getting bigger. But the second you stop going and you stop eating right and stuff, you're going to start to wither away. Your muscles are going to deplete. Your body's going to pull all of your muscle, and it's that way with your brain too. You got to train it. It's not like you get to a point where you've made it and then now you don't have to try anymore because you're just permanently like that. Like I know people that have been super successful and have fallen off because they get complacent. You know, you gotta continue to work at it every day. And that starts with just building good habits, because building good habits makes it so much easier. It's like going to build a house And if you're going to build a house, you need blueprints. You need to have a plan. You don't just go in there and wing it and just start throwing up 2x4s. That's not how it works. It's the same thing with your mind and your life. You got to have a plan. You got to have goals and set a plan in place to get there. Otherwise, you're just going to procrastinate everything. If you don't have a purpose, if you don't have something driving you, you're going to procrastinate and you're going to float through life just wherever the wind takes you. I know I say that a lot, but it's serious. That's the truth. So anyway, I'll keep it short. My camera's about to die. I got my food here getting cold. Look at that again. It's really good. But yeah, keep that in mind. Stop procrastinating and build good habits and get better every day. Keep working at it. Love you guys.